Hey, hey, what's going on, everyone? Show here, and we are back in Kiborg, baby, because we have a little bit of unfinished business with this brand new update. We were playing Endless Mode previously, using a Thunder God build when my computer exploded just as bad as the enemies, and we had to restart. So, looking at that leaderboard, we've got it climbing up even higher to almost 1.4 million by Scryer. So we're going to give this another try, and we're going to turn Scryer into a Cryer as we get ourselves in our rightful spot as numero uno. But this time, I'm going to be using the Gunslinger build, which is one of the first builds we actually used on the channel when I played Kiborg for the very first time. I actually think it's going to be one of the strongest builds in the game, especially as the difficulty ramps up to insane values, because later on in Endless Mode, the enemies are hitting you for like 2,000-3,000 damage. So we got the Gunslinger torso, which is going to give us a flying drone that's going to interrupt enemy attacks and inflict bleed. Definitely going to roll with that first. And let's grab our augmentation. Increases the amount of data received. We don't need that. Receive universal ammo for winning a fight. Not really crazy about that. But the armor pierce on the drone is great. So every 10 seconds, the drone's going to fire a very powerful shot that's going to do 100 piercing damage. So we'll go ahead and do that. That's also going to give us a free ammo pickup whenever someone dies from that ability. So it's going to combo insanely well. As far as a mutation, you can shoot even without ammo, but that's going to cost health. Upon death, enemies explode. Marksman is actually really good. Each successful shot I make increases my range damage by 10%. But as soon as I miss, my range damage is going to shoot down to 50%. So essentially, as long as I stay accurate, I'm going to keep getting building damage, but I do not want to miss. First gun does not matter much because we're going to replace it very quickly. I'll grab the splash. As far as the weapon, I'm just going to grab whatever looks the coolest, which is going to be this lightsaber pool tube. And whenever you're given options for guns and one's called the decapitator, I feel like you have an obligation to pick that one. All right, let's roll. We're looking a little bit like a reject Jedi right now with my lightsaber. But at least I have my business pants. I haven't played this in a minute, so it's been about a week, and we've been playing so many different action games on the channel. I feel like every time I come to Kiborg, I have to relearn how to play this game, especially whenever I use melee weapons. Whenever I'm fist fighting, I never forget how to play this game. I've gotten all the combos down, and honestly, in a lot of cases, I feel like fist fighting is stronger than having a melee weapon. I don't know, man. There's just something really good and fun and satisfying about this game every time I jump into it. I'm also really excited to hear that the devs are still going to keep updating it. Because apparently it's doing really well on console, on PlayStation. That's what I heard. Shots inflict 10 points of bleed on enemies. Damage is increased by 15%. Damage is increased by 15%. I think I'm going to go with the Kingslayer. It's going to be the best one. It's like a P90. I know all of my gun knowledge from Call of Duty, so don't judge me. Specifically, Modern Warfare 2 and World at War. Because that's when I tuned out of Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2 was the last Call of Duty I played. Kind of lies. I played a little bit of Black Ops 1, but I dropped it after like a couple of weeks. I was always more of a Halo guy. Melee or implant upgrade. We're definitely going to go for implant upgrade. Going to increase the effectiveness of my chest piece. But no, I feel like at some point, once we get the full Gunslinger set, I'll be able to really just shoot one bullet and kill everyone in the room. It's going to be a little refreshing because, honestly, when I play this game, I almost exclusively stick to melee. So, wouldn't it be nice if one of my best runs happens to be with a projectile build? It's kind of crazy because the decapitator can kill most of these guys in one shot. I gave myself a self-proclaimed challenge where if I can hit #1 on the leaderboards, the devs have to give me a cosmetic. They have not replied, but I'm going to continue to live in my delusion, and I'm going to upgrade my torso here to Elite. So that's going to make our drone even stronger. I can get a melee weapon or an implant and ammunition. 100% that. Gonna get these implants as soon as I can, max out on as much ammo, because that could put us in a bad spot if we're not consistently getting ammo. And we got the little glibglobs. These guys that just kind of jump around and jump on people's faces. Okay, I think I already lost my damage buff. Because if I'm just holding the trigger... Actually, I don't know if it works on the sidearm or not. I would have to imagine it does. But everything's dying in one shot to the decapitator. Let's see if you die in one shot. Well, I have to reload. Give me a sec. Hold on. All right, you're dead. No, I shot his ball, so I lost the bonus. That's fine. We can go in with melee. Knock you out real fast. I don't feel like I've ever seen you with this electric aura around you. Unless I'm crazy, I feel like that's new. I'm also not sure why you're getting stun locked so badly. We are definitely playing on difficulty 7. That's the only way to play. But they are just, they can't do anything. I can't see anything either, but, you know, that's not what matters. Whenever you're beating someone in the alleyway, sometimes you just leave it to your imagination. We got the Gunslinger head, so that's going to give us minor synergy, so we can slow down time when we aim, and my bullets are going to ricochet, along with additional damage to weak spots, so if we get headshots. And we get an augmentation. Once every 4 seconds, when you shoot an enemy, the drone fires a shock charge that adds 100% to all negative status effects. Not crazy about that. Bullets always deal critical damage after ricocheting off an obstacle. The chance to knock ammo out from a killed enemy is increased by 25%. And then reload speed of your secondary weapon is increased by 20%. We'll go for quick reload. The nice thing about quick reload, too, is you also increase your chance for getting ammo by 25%. Usually whenever you go like full gunslinger, you're just getting force-fed stacks and stacks of ammo. You never have to worry about anything. All right, let's see. I'm going to go for a mutation. I don't really care too much about that little challenge room. Really, I don't see much of the value of ever going for that unless you just started the game and you're looking for an easy room with some healing. But we're built different, man. Namely, using the Gunslinger build, and I'm still punching shit. I'm built like an idiot. Oh my god. The Gunslinger build is crazy, though, because you only have to stand still and push one button, and you're effectively going to win. Depending on, you know, what sidearm you've got. His head actually came off from the decapitator. Very accurate name. Oh my god! They actually get decapitated! Holy shit! You know, I didn't know that. I guess this game does have dismemberment, but I never really noticed. You deal 20% more damage. Energy accumulates 30% slower. Your health is increased, but you do less damage. I hate the random weapons. We're going to do Reaper. I don't care about not having a lot of energy. We're not going to be using energy much on this build. It's going to be purely projectile focused. Oh, that's so good. Augment and an implant? Yeah, we're going to go that way. Arsenal's nice, but I'm not going to risk losing my ammo. We're fine. I kind of want to get every single implant except for the pants. Wait, step back. Use gun. Nice. Very nice. I don't know, man. I've been wondering lately. I keep saying every time I do a Kiborg video, my last statement is, all right, guys, it's going to be a while before we do more Kiborg, so once we wait for a new update. But then, of course, nothing is coming out this summer. There hasn't been a lot of roguelites or new games that have dropped. And this game always kicks, so I'm always back playing it. I'm waiting for some really good titles to drop. Like always, if you guys know anything that's coming out that should be on my radar, even if it's a demo, something that's not out yet, let me know. Because I do feel like it's been kind of a drought. You are so screwed. Yeah, easy mode. Another Gunslinger, please. Yeah, Gunslinger spine. Speeds up the reload of your sidearm. Increases the damage of the drone and flying knives. We don't have flying knives yet, but we'll take this spine. Increases the chance of getting rare implants by 50%. That would be nice, but we're already halfway through our build. Let's go ahead and get the ricocheting bullets. And I wonder if that scales off of the not missing a shot mutation that I have. Where if I shoot a wall and it still ricochets and hits someone, is that going to reduce my damage? I don't know. Get Gunslinger implants only. The chance of getting rare implants is increased by 20%. We'll roll with that, just so we can power through this build. I feel like that's definitely going to be the way to go. Bravo, Morgan. I don't need a melee weapon. I'm good. I'll take more augments. I'm also waiting for more difficulty levels on Kiborg, because if I remember correctly, the game kind of ended on a cliffhanger. The cutscenes in this game are very confusing, and I'm not going to deny that. But the last cutscene for beating the highest difficulty was a huge cliffhanger. We were being chased by someone and about to be gunned down. I do know that they have said that arenas 3, 4, 5, and 6 are coming. So we have more arenas on the way. I don't know what they're going to do with them, though, or what kind of challenges are in store. It's interesting because arena used to be endless, but I guess they made it have a definite conclusion because they added endless mode to the campaign. All right, knock you out. I'm so not used to using the gun. I gotta stop punching stuff. Just hold down the trigger. It's easier this way. Less thinking. Oh my god. Why are there so many enemies in here? This room is insane. I need to get the Gunslinger right arm so I can start ricocheting my bullets around. Sidearm magazine is increased by 30%. Ammo drop by enemies increased by 25%. We'll go with that. So we can start stockpiling ammo. We're already at 25 ammo packs right now. And I think we'll end up getting to a spot where we're never going to have to worry about ammunition. I've got 150 bucks. I could try to go to the shop, but at least this way, I get a guaranteed implant and some more ammo. So, going to be the simplest way to do things. We're going to be at a huge deficit when it comes to energy. Energy and shields are not going to be important. And I'm going to want to try to get my reload speed up for my main weapon, because that's going to be a contingency point for sure. Okay, I was not even trying to punch you, but you're welcome to backflip. Whatever makes you happy, man. I got my sidearm ammo, so I just hold down the trigger, everything dies. Actually, this gun isn't too great for long distance. I'd love to get the sniper. I don't feel like the sniper's very good, but boy, is it fun. I just have such a calling to any sort of sniper rifle in any game. Knock these guys out. I'm going to do 10% more damage with every single shot with this decapitator. And then knock you out. Oh, you're still alive. Thank you, drone. Appreciate that. I want the one, yes, the Gauss revolver. Your secondary weapon is replaced with the Gauss revolver. The revolver deals increased damage to enemies with bleed. However, you know what I'm going to do? All of these are basic rarity, so I'm going to refresh. That way, we get a higher rarity. There we go. I'm not going to get the arm that I wanted, but I'd rather start at a higher rarity. Let's go ahead and get the blue heart. So that's going to increase my damage proportionally to my amount of lost health, which is not great, but it's going to give me major synergy. So my recoil and my spread are going to be reduced. My ammo pickups are going to go up by 100%. So I basically have infinite ammo at this point. Bullets from any weapon pierce through enemies. We'll go with the heart. Killing an enemy with a ranged attack or piercing damage gives you invulnerability for 2 seconds. During the invulnerability period, any such kill extends it by 3 seconds. So that's the stupidest thing in the world. We're going to be borderline unkillable. Yeah, okay. We'll do that. It doesn't really matter what augmentation we're going to get, because if we're doing endless mode, eventually we're going to have everything. What are you doing here? What the what? You know the boss was dead. It's okay. He had to make a dramatic final entrance. All right, meditation. All right, we're already at our boss fight. I don't have anything that scales off of the amount of money I have. So I can go in here and just spend my tokens. There's not much that I want to buy. The only thing that's worth it right now, which isn't going to have a massive impact, is going to be lightning in a bottle. Because it's going to increase my overall energy from 3 to 4. And, I mean, we'll still get value out of trying to get second wind. Because second wind will at least heal us or get rid of status effects. All right. Yeah, we're not doing too much damage yet. I wish I could reload my secondary weapon. I'll probably want to focus on that and do some melee hits. It reloads crazy fast. Nice. All right, one more hit. Now I can just probably hold the trigger and you're dead. Oh, if you give me a break. The scaling is nuts. All right, there goes that ammo. Use our decapitator. And then I can probably just punch right through you. Nice. No way you guys are still here, really? I figured as much. All right, thank you. What do we got? Just a level up to my implant. Another level up. Let's go ahead and boost my reload speed, I think, for my spine. Melee weapon. I mean, it's just going to be whatever's the coolest. The rusty sword. Why not? At least this way we can also give them tetanus, the hidden status effect. We're not really rocking with too many implants. I've got 4, so I still need both arms and the legs. And then we'll be done with our set. We'll probably blitz through this area too. Once I get the right arm, it's going to get to a point where it's incredibly easy. But that's what I'm waiting for. We're not there yet. Stop blocking. Very rude. It's gun mode. Because we really haven't gotten a lot of good luck when it comes to guns. We don't have any rare guns. The ricocheting bullets are nice. You know what I kind of wish? There was a way to get rid of your implants. Not your implants, I mean your mutations, right? Because marksman is going to be great, but I'm not sure how well it's going to help us later on. Because if we miss a bullet, our damage is going to shoot straight down. I definitely want to go for the sheriff. Killing an enemy adds a round to the magazine. Bullets ricochet 3 times towards the nearest target within 5 meters. And then shots inflict 20 points of shock. Yeah, we'll go for the sheriff. More damage, and killing things will instantly reload my gun, meaning I'll be able to just kind of spam fire. We're going to see what's here first. Yeah, let's spin. If I can get a better weapon. I'm going to lose health, aren't I? Yeah. Oh, great. That's fine. We'll get it back fast. Maybe we can get the sheriff here, and we can akimbo. Oh, yeah, we can just get guaranteed akimbo already. I forgot. So if we do that... Oh, we don't have enough money! Oh, man, that sucks. All right, give me a random firearm then. Wild boar, I'll take it. That sucks. I needed 75, and then I could have dual-wield pistols. You know, we should be able to get some nutty akimbo synergy, though. That's something I have not been able to successfully do to the strength that I want in this game. Because you can essentially dual-wield any gun. You just have to find 2 of the same gun. It can even be a primary gun. But I've never had that capability before. All right, hold on. Kill the regular guys. The ricocheting is insane. These turrets are supposed to be essentially unkillable. That's kind of the obstacle they present, but if you get busted enough, you can kill them pretty easily. All right, let's go ahead and start shooting. All right, blur agent. I'm going to have to take you out with melee. Let's get this guy to stop shooting balls at me. Good night, sir. All right. Something's going on with these guys. They're tripping a lot, and I'm not used to that. Also, this guy is just particles at this point. This is my least favorite trap. 100%. All right, you're almost dead. All right, the Gauss revolver is definitely what I want here. The efficiency of all ranged weapons and their mods is increased by 25%. When ammo drops from a killed enemy, its amount is increased. The efficiency of all augmentations is increased by 15%. That's really good, too. Man, we're going to get insane. All right, let's go ahead and do Full Metal Jacket first. This is going to power up my augmentations and my implants, which is just going to make my base stats rise to insane proportions. Let's upgrade here. I think I'm going to go again for my reload speed. Change my spine to elite. But now we've got the Gauss rifle. And that's going to ricochet across pretty much everything we shoot. And I just destroyed these screens. So I don't know what the rewards were. I didn't even know you could do that. What? All right, well. It's the first time for everything. The suspense is killing me. All right, the crazy thing, though, is it after a heavy combo? Yeah. So after I do a heavy hit combo, I shoot a free bullet, and it's just going to bounce off of everything. But so many of these enemies have shields. So we got to get rid of these. We lost the boost that the Sheriff had, where every time I killed something, I got my bullets back. And unfortunately, the Gauss revolver does not have a big magazine. But it reloads fast enough. You shoot one bullet, and everything pretty much dies. Because it's going to ricochet so many times. And when we're blinking like this, we're invulnerable to taking damage. And then every additional person we kill increases that time span. I might be invincible for this entire room. Stop blocking, man. Thank you. I'm still invincible. All right, what did I get? An augmentation. I'm not upset. When you shoot an enemy with your primary weapon, the drone selects the nearest target and shoots it with the same fire rate. The efficiency of all ranged weapons and their mods is increased. That's definitely what I wanted. That makes my weapons 25% better as far as their mods go. We'll also get more ammo. We have 53 ammo packs right now. I still don't feel as overpowered as I did my first time with Gunslinger, but also we are 7 difficulties higher than what we were on. So that makes sense. I won my first ever run with this build, but it still felt like it was the strongest. So this is kind of a way for me to revisit it. But truth be told, one button push and everything dies. Gonna have to get some more ammo. I mean, I do have this other gun. I should not be afraid to use my primary gun. I want to swap it with something that does more damage, though. Okay. 2, that's good. That means we're going to be getting double the implants. I don't know why you died in one hit. I don't know what happened, but I'm not complaining. All right, let's go ahead and give me my flying knives with my other arm here. When you shoot an enemy with your primary weapon, the drone selects the nearest target. It keeps giving me that one. But I'm going to go ahead and level up my sidearm ammo. My sidearm ammo. I meant to say my sidearm ammo and damage. It's okay. Sometimes you read too fast and you just make up words that don't exist. That's going to be the last piece. I almost don't want to get rid of my pants, but sometimes you got to upgrade. Dealing piercing damage to enemies that have bleed also inflicts invulnerability. The effectiveness of ranged weapons is increased by 30%. The augmentations by 30%. Arsenal lasts 4 times longer. Yeah, we'll go for 1 machine army. I think that's going to be the best one to go with. I'm not really going to be banking on my last shot to do a ton of damage. We'll grab it eventually, but that should work. All right, nice. Let's roll. We're getting so many augmentations. Holy crap. The fewer rounds in the sidearm weapon magazine, the faster the AoE attacks. We'll go for buddy system. So whenever I shoot someone with my primary weapon, the drone will also shoot someone else with the same fire rate, which will combo pretty well. At this point, it's going to be all about power. I don't need to meditate. I've got plenty of health, and I've also got 14 bullets in my sidearm now. So the Gauss rifle is borderline unstoppable, unless they have this evade status. Now we're good. Everything dies in 1 hit. Well, for some reason, your shield bot was able to take all of those hits, but that's okay. Knock you out. Get some more ammo. Oh my gosh, you sneaky guys. There we go. Nice. What I did last time I played this was I was able to swap out my Gauss rifle for a different gun, and I had all of the same properties from it bouncing around and doing extra damage. And so I think even though you get this arm and it changes your sidearm to a Gauss rifle, you can still get other sidearms and just replace the Gauss rifle. All right, this doesn't matter. 'Cause I'm curious, if I go to weapons, I still have the sheriff. So I've never really understood it, if it's a bug with the game, because if we go here, your secondary weapon is replaced by a Gauss revolver. The revolver deals increased damage to enemies with bleed and for each of your augmentations. But if I go to my weapons, I still have the sheriff. I feel like I've never actually seen the Gauss rifle because I'm still firing with the sheriff. I don't know. I'm sure someone in the comments can tell me what I am seeing because it seems like it could be a bug. Die. What I'm gonna want is a gun that has a higher rate of fire. Okay, I need to be careful. I'm being stupid. There we go. Oh my god. Holy shit. I didn't realize I had that much damage on my primary. I love how on difficulty 7, it gives you double bosses. You just power up so insanely fast because of it. Just knock you guys out with the sheriff. Well, I guess you can block every attack. Okay, you're dead. I want to go ahead and level up my heart. I'm not going to worry too much about the melee aspects of this build, which could be fascinating because it's all about doing bleed damage with flying blades. I wonder what would happen if you would really put your efforts into boosting your melee. I don't think it would be great because all the augmentations you get are all specialized in projectile damage. But maybe if you just went with the shoulder. The fewer rounds in the sidearm weapon magazine, the faster the AoE attacks. Dealing piercing damage to enemies that have bleed also inflicts vulnerability. That's in mind with the melee build. Because, of course, when you punch people, you're going to bleed them with your blades. We'll do drone support. Level up everything we can with our little drone. All right, time for Whisper. Pretty sure we'll knock him out in like 2 seconds. I'm going to need to get some more sidearm ammo. But that's fine. We'll have to just counter at least 1 or 2 because I'm not going to be able to shoot her until she's stunned. I could try. Yeah. All right, go on. Drone, stop. Let her attack. Oh, my God. No way. The drone is essentially soft-locking the boss right now. Okay, stop. Okay, thank you. And the drone has killed her. Hold on, hold on. 1 shot with the Gauss rifle. 1 more shot. Let's just keep firing. Surely. No, it did not work. Now you die. Well, you know, I'm starting to feel like my first ever run again. Just a little bit. Your sidearm magazine is increased by 40%, but your movement speed is decreased. Ooh. Ooh. You lose all tokens. For every 15 tokens, your damage is increased by 2%. Oh, come on. Yes. Yeah. That's fine. I lose $5, and now every dollar I get, I'm just going to keep getting more and more damage. That's fine. I wanted that immediately. The only issue with that is now I'm incentivized not to spend any money, but that's going to be fine. I don't really spend money anyway. I really don't even go after money that much. Hold on. I need to hit someone else. There we go. I got ammo again. That's crazy that I could shoot right through you like that. All right, nice. That should be it, I would imagine. Is this money? Do we get some damage immediately? No, it was ammo. That's fine. All right, that's higher rarity on my implant. That's going to be more... That's a gun, actually. I feel like I should go here. My implants are solid. We're going to keep beefing them up no matter what, right? But I need a better gun. That's going to be where we're going to start to fall off. This Gauss rifle mechanic is so busted. All right, let's move back. Fire off with my bore here. Some of these guys, I can't get through their shields. But I have so much armor at this point, I don't even have to worry. Let's shoot you. I can shoot through their shields, strangely enough, with my sidearm. Just not with my primary. I also feel like the ricochet is more random this time around. Because sometimes it hits them if they're in range, but I'm used to it just kind of homing in after the enemies. All right, let's see what gun we get. Hopefully something substantially better than what I've got. Not really. Damn, that's unfortunate. Old Tom is not bad. And it can stun enemies. I'm just going to go for Old Tom. Let's do that. Get the Tommy gun. If I can find a shop or the blacksmith, I'm definitely going to go there. We'll go here. Level up my implants a little bit. But right now, I feel like I have the setup for exactly what I want. I just don't have the right guns to utilize. Oh, nice. Oh, I can't parry that. My bad. All right, you're dead anyway. I wonder what the cap on ammo is, because every time I shoot a bullet, we're getting ammo kits. Move back. Oh, shit. Hold on. Second wind. You're going to get yourself killed, Joe. We already killed one of the bosses. All of the bosses are dead. Weren't there 3 of them? No, maybe just 2. This drone is insane. All right, so free upgrades. Go ahead and upgrade my spine. More range damage, more ammo all around. Everything we could ever ask for. Bro, you're savage. He's already dead. Please, leave him alone. This is also what confuses me, right? Because leveling up my right arm levels up the revolver damage, but I still don't think I have the right gun. I'm not sure. I'm not going to overanalyze, though. We still have our upgrade to our implants here. Level up my head. Gotta have a great head, man. Augmentation or mutation? We'll go for augmentation. The augmentations for Gunslinger are always valuable. Some of the implant builds, honestly, I would rather lean towards mutations, but you're never going to get something bad when you go Gunslinger. Oh, you're going to get back up. You asshole. The drone knows. It's okay. Knock him out. Get him, drone. The disrespect of this man. I'm gonna need to get some more ammo. I can't even punch them. My drone's killing them too fast. Nice. One thing I really genuinely don't understand, when you get to harder difficulties, it remixes the enemies that you see. So you can see like end-game enemies in the first area, but then they also make it so you can see the first enemies in the end-game area. And so that just seems so silly to me. The drone fires twice as often and its attacks are twice as effective. Holy cow, yes. Give me that. Like, why would I want to see the weakest enemies right now? All right, second to last area. Let's roll. I also just think, by contrast, Gunslinger is one of the best builds because it's the quickest clear time by far. We're already about to finish our run, and it's been about 35 minutes total. Like, not bad at all. Okay, come on. Chill out with that. What is happening? No way. Kiborg? Kiborg. No way. You better. Hold on. Hold on a second. All right. It loaded my data. It may have crashed, but it didn't wipe my data like it did last time. We're on this elevator. It's still going up. All right, perfect. Time for take 2, apparently. Interesting, there's new traps, too. I wonder if it's low-key the same as, like, save scumming. Whatever, we're good. I'm happy we did not lose the run there. Because I do think this is going to be the run that breaks the record. And nothing is going to stop me. All right, let's knock out these shotgun guys. Chainsaw Man is dead. Nice. I feel like we're going to have zero trouble with this man. The only thing I have to be worried about is later on, things are going to kill me in like 1 or 2 hits. But I get the invincibility. So that's going to keep me alive as long as I need it to. That was a great counter. A fantastic counter. All right, here come the bosses. All right, let's move back. I'm going to have to deal with this guy through countering. If I get a chance. I don't think my drone's going to give me a shot. I can also, yeah. If I ever want to deal with Blur, I could just do my blast and it knocks him down. So that. Then shoot. Let's go. I forgot that the Tommy gun has stagger. What is happening? Get out of his crotch. Oh my god. All right, damage increased by another 50%. Dude, this game is all kinds of broken today. Go ahead and level up the heart one more time. All right, I think we're set. I actually think we might be able to just stun lock Novak to death here. As soon as I walk in, I'm just going to unload on him. You know what I also wish? I wish one of the options before you go to the boss was like a guaranteed blacksmith. I feel like that would be really nice. Let's go ahead and just increase my maximum health. And I guess immunity to bomb is nice too. Not sure if that's really going to be important for anything down the road, but I am not complaining. This is the 1.5 million point build right here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure how long it's going to take for us to get that many points. We'll see, though. All right, Novak, let's make this quick. I'm going to stun lock you into oblivion. Come on, buddy.
Now that dessert.
All right, he's... Yep, we knew this was coming. That's all I could do. That's all I could muster. I gotta reload. All right, for the giggles. The final boss, everyone. The ultimate challenge in Kiborg. All right, let's knock you out. Thanks, bud. Let's get on that train. And it's time for our second attempt at endless mode. Oh, it started moving fast. It took no time at all. Who's this lovely couple? I wonder what these characters are, because you don't see them in the game. In fact, you don't really see many 3D models at all. I can't believe you could do this room in endless. What would be the purpose? I could get money, which would be nice because we get extra damage. So let's go for it. I believe. I hate this game. Gives weakness for the next 2 battles. Movement and attack speed are reduced by 25%. Attacks deal half damage. Build up positive status effects twice as slowly. Damn! Why is this the worst thing ever? Oh my god. I'll spin again. Are you kidding me? Health decreased by 1% every 5 seconds? What? Damn, sorry. I was the asshole that decided to try to the room. I should have gone to the right. All right, well, I'm going to start losing health. I guess I can't get rid of this with second wind. I thought I did for a second. Oh, it's slowly climbing up. So I don't start with Venom. It can go away. That's good. That's way better than I thought it was going to be. Okay, not bad. Is this money? No, more ammo. I ask if it's money when I literally saw the doorway as I walked in. Let's get a better gun, hopefully. I haven't been able to get anything good gun-wise. You know, I wonder why there's no elite weapons in this game. You have elite implants, but there's no golden weapons. Or maybe there are, and I just haven't seen them in forever. I completely forgot that they exist. I could be wrong. We are blitzing through these rooms. Absolutely blitzing. Okay. Recoil is reduced. Stagger is increased by 2. Shots can knock down an enemy. That's what we already have. But it only has a 6 magazine size. And the reload is a little bit faster. Damage to humans is increased by 25%. Damage to bosses is increased. All of these suck. Genuinely, all of these are not very good. At least the Impaler does a lot of damage. We'll roll with that for a little bit. I'm not going to have an issue with ammunition.
Oh, that was beautiful. We should probably
We're going to go here. I was thinking about a mutation. But I'm going to keep rolling for guns over and over and over again. Until I can get something better. So this is just a laser gun. This is insane. There's no way. What the? It's infinitely ricocheting. What is happening? There is no way Gunslinger is worse than Thunder God. Gunslinger has got to be the best build in this entire game. I mean, Remedium's also up there. Because essentially with Remedium, you don't even have to move and people die. But there's still risks to it. Let's max out the head, giving us the largest damage multiplier we can get. Because at this point, I don't even have to do anything when I walk into a room. Okay, so now I have a better Old Tom. Each weak shot hits, gives you 20 points of arsenal. As long as this weapon is equipped, you get shields. Shots inflict burn. Each hit restores durability of a melee weapon. Recoil is reduced. Yeah, I mean, I'll go for the Old Tom, I suppose. It'll give me arsenal. I have to get headshots, though. Assuming I don't instantly kill them. No need for a melee weapon. We're good. All right, let's see. Got to shoot him in the head. Oh, come on, man. You're just immune to every gun. That guy was so tanky. That was insane. I'm trying to get arsenal so that way at least we'll have unlimited ammo. And so now I can just right-click as much as I want for unlimited Gauss Cannon. And the score's going up really fast. I feel like it's faster than I actually remember. And we're still invulnerable. I would like to see maybe a status effect under your health so you know how long you're invulnerable for. I can't even get Arsenal because my drone is killing them too fast. I also struggle hardcore aiming with a console controller. I play action games with a controller, but if it's a shooter, it's definitely mouse and keyboard. But you know what? I'm good. I don't have to do anything. My drone is incredibly strong. We almost have Arsenal. One more. Well, these guys you can't get weak shots on because they just die in one hit. The ammo growth is crazy, though. All right, cool. What do we got now? It's a new gun, right? It's nothing good. The sniper is nice, but I don't know if that's worth it. I would kill pretty much anything in one hit, but it's got such brutal reload. I wish you could re-roll this. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep the old Tom. I'm going to keep rolling for guns, because if I can find a second old Tom, then I can akimbo them. Wait, hold on. We're going to go this way. How much money do I have? I should have checked. I'm broke! Damn it! I got too excited. I can't even buy anything. This was such a waste. Oh my gosh, yeah. Free floor, I guess. I think we're about to be at the boss fight. This is interesting to me because I know if you go this way, you fight Whisper. But if you go that way, you don't fight Whisper. So I guess you keep progressing in the same area. The music's different. Die. Oh, I missed that one. Guys, relax. Give me a second. Now, whoever attacks first dies. No, please. It's going to start to scale up dramatically, though. Right now, it seems very easy. It is not going to be easy for long. At least that's what I learned. You receive 50% more universal ammo from all sources. Melee weapons lose durability 100% faster. I don't think that's going to be a problem. We're not even using... I don't think I have a melee weapon. Oh, I do. I still have the two swords from the very beginning of the run. They are still attached. And that's fine. I guess I can throw them at people. If only that counted as a ranged attack, but it does not. Nice, we're in the first area again. I don't know if I even want to mess with this. No, I'm not going to screw with that. I would lose all of my ammo. I have 316 ammo packs right now. I do need to get more sidearm ammo. I can just do a few punches here. Nice. Now everything dies. Just hold down that trigger. Everything's dead. Well, except for you, because you got a bubble. You gotta be an asshole about it. Okay, perfect. And we have Arsenal, so I can shoot infinitely. I mean, at this point, we're definitely gonna max out all of our implants very quickly. And that was the biggest question I had. It's more so what build is going to be the most busted once you max out every single attribute to it. Is it going to be Gunslinger? Is it going to be Thunder God? Is it going to be Remedium? There's a few that just don't have the map clearing capabilities. Your movement speed is increased by 20%, and your melee weapon damage and durability are increased by 50%. I do not want Blade Runner. I don't want any of these. Or Reject. Not too great, unfortunately, but that's fine. Don't care about that. We'll go get more implant strength. I don't need a little puzzle Mario Party minigame. I do have a Switch, too. I don't know if anyone else has a Switch, too. It is pretty fantastic, except that there's only one game on there, which is Mario Kart World. But my favorite Nintendo character, oddly enough that we're talking about this while I play a fighting game on PC, is Donkey Kong. And Donkey Kong Bonanza is going to be insane. I am so excited for that game to drop. Are you getting back up? You are getting back up. You can get back down. Oh, I didn't even remember that the legs reload my sidearm faster if I do the spinning attacks. I totally forgot about that. I mean, I might as well do that. I never use those moves, honestly. They're not too bad early game, but later on, it's just not really worth doing much. Okay, both rooms are identical. I almost got to put like a strobe warning or something whenever that effect is in place. That's insane. Luckily, that stuff doesn't bother me, but I know that's not the case for everyone. But this is the insane thing about this build. Whenever I kill someone, I get invulnerability. If I kill someone while I have invulnerability, I get another 3 seconds of invulnerability. And so as I just infinitely shoot everything with unlimited ammo, because I have Arsenal, I am just unkillable the entire time. And they can try to block, but eventually they stop. And if I want to shoot faster, I can. And I can't be stopped. All right, give me the legs so we can continue getting more ammunition. We'll go right. Anything good here? Ooh, very good stuff. And the bad stuff isn't bad at all. Let me just lose some health. I'm not going to get it, though. My luck is awful. What did I say? Thank you. I love losing my health. I would have been happy with that augmentation. We actually haven't seen an augmentation in a while. But if you max out your implant tree, every single time you get an implant, it just gives you an augmentation anyway. So eventually we're going to max everything out, especially if they give us double bosses here. Okay. Is it just not going to send any more enemies out? That was pretty quick. Yeah, we're almost maxed. Yeah, that was the quickest room ever. There were only 3 enemies, and then it was done. All right, we're nearing completion. We're at 100,000. Just about. And now we've got a boss. That's ammo. I don't care for that. I wish the boss upgrades were still better. They toned them down a little bit in endless mode, so instead of getting 3 fridges, you just get 1. My fire rate has gone up tremendously. No way, man. There's absolutely no way. There's no way I can lose. Like, what can anyone do about this? I'm interested to see exactly how they're going to scale, because I know they're going to do more damage, but that's not going to make a difference if they can't even move 2 steps without dying. Oh, okay. That scared me. I thought the run was over there. I do not need to meditate. We're fine. We can second wind a little bit, use energy for something. All right, and then we're just going to start shooting. Don't even need to move. We're good. Just see that score keep going up. Stop blocking. And that's it, right? That's it. I gotta start rushing augmentations. Did I just get money for that? I thought you got augmentations when you max out your implants. Maybe you just get money. If that's the case and we just get data, that's gonna suck. It's not gonna be awful, but it's gonna make it harder for us to progress the way I want to. Imagine though if I can get enough money, find a blacksmith, and akimbo my sidearm. So I would have double the fire rate. Okay. The fewer rounds in the sidearm weapon magazine, the faster the AoE attacks. The last round, the magazine deals 30% more damage. If it hits a weak spot, it deals 130 instead. Imagine if I got Arsenal with one bullet. That would be insane. Let's go with smart bullets. It's going to be very rare that I actually get to one bullet in my magazine. Both melee weapons, kind of lame. I could get a mutation. In fact, we'll go for that, see if we can actually win one of these. Nope. Why would we? Our luck is terrible. I'm going to go this way because at least I can just get points off of it. You would think go for the free room, but we're in the business now of killing everything. Because we got to climb that leaderboard. And virtually every enemy dies in one hit, unless they can block. That's my one weakness right now. I think that's it. That was a quick room. I'll grab... It doesn't even matter. Arsenal status. Weapon durability decreases with each shot. So this just gives me arsenal. But as I shoot, the weapon's going to lose durability. Interesting. No, I'm fine. I'm going to grab the dagger. I'm not going to be using this anyway. All right, boss fight. I could go ahead and see what happens if I go over here. Will I be faced with Novak eventually? The crazy thing is, if you keep firing, you can hit them before they have a chance to block. So if you find a good rhythm, this asshole on the right, it's okay, we're fine. So we did learn that you can have more than 1,000 packs of ammo in the bottom left. So that's good to know. All right, so now I'm going to assume that I'm going to be forced to fight Novak. No, I'm not. That's interesting. So if you don't want to change areas, you could just keep rolling and avoid that decision. However, it's also pretty cool that it gave me this room again. Is this room going to be as difficult? This could be a way to get more points faster. Except for the fact that I'm getting the first enemies. Thanks, droid. Damn. You do a lot of damage and you have a lot of health. He's the only issue. Yeah, I can't drop you in one hit. It looks like we do have the same enemies. I mean, there's nothing they can do. You know, I'm slowly realizing this has the potential to be like a 2-3 hour video. I could just start asking you guys random questions to see who was committed to making it this far in the video. Like, guys, what was your favorite breakfast cereal growing up? Me, I like to mix both Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Cocoa Puffs in the same bowl. I don't want a melee weapon. I want to go over here. Then it made this like beautiful chocolate cinnamon milk. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. But I also still eat children's cereal. That's one of my biggest guilty pleasures. It's like sometimes one of the best desserts you can get. All right, this guy's a bother. I don't like him. I'm surprised we got this room back to back. Okay, let's stop this. No way that's it. I want longer rooms, man, so we can level up faster. But it's not going to give that to us. I also want to see exactly how many points we might get for killing the boss. So let's keep track of that. I'm at 135 right now. If we kill Novak... Do I have stagger on this new gun? Because I know I swapped out my Tommy for another Tommy. Yeah, this one does not give us stagger. So I cannot cheese him like I did previously. But, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'll just run up there with Arsenal, hold the trigger twice, and he's going to die. But who knows if it's more worthwhile to rush after the bosses to get more points or try to kill as many little dudes as we can. All right, come on. No one cares.
It looks like your funeral is about to begin.
Big talk, my friend. Oh, shit. What? Wait a second. No way. What the fuck? I'm confused. Why, when, and how? How did you get so strong? What is happening? This doesn't make any sense. All right, if we shoot him, we can give him status effects. So he's burning, so that's at least gonna help. Oh my god, we broke an implant.
Oh, what a complete and not to disappointment.
What?
Bet money on this match.
What happened? How did he get so strong? That's nuts. That's insane. I am flabbergasted. Yeah, I mean, sure. Novak decided to put a rain on my parade, but I felt like that went from 0.001% to 10,000 out of nowhere. That was nutty, man. I don't know. I mean, I feel like maybe we could have done that if we had a different build, but the damage I was doing was just completely zilch, and then I didn't have a lot on my side when it came to survivability with the Gunslinger build. Well, that kind of changed my perspective on endless mode. Maybe he got stronger because I took longer to get to him. But even thinking back to the Whisper fight, that wasn't that bad either. So, I don't know. That was crazy. Damn, that didn't even land us on the leaderboard at all. You're kidding me. Or did it? Guys. We made it. We made it. We are not last. We are 99th on the leaderboards. Round of applause for the great success that we've made here today. devs, I will be demanding my Gojo cosmetic, okay? You can go ahead and send me an email to my professional business email, and we'll talk further. Holy crap, man. That was insane. Guys, that's going to be it. You know the deal. Give me a like if you guys enjoyed the video. Give me a comment down below if you want more Kiborg or any other games you think would be fun on the channel. And if you're not subscribed, what the heck are you doing, man? I'm putting out videos for you guys daily, and that is going to be the #1 way y'all can support the channel. So consider slamming down on that button, and I will see all of you guys next time.